to take care of the large number of people because you're getting overworked. And so that's what the church has set up: bishops, stake presidents. But again, if they're being told, no, the bishop's storehouse is only supposed to be temporary, they need to go out and get a job. What do bishops do? They are duty bound as a bishop to care for their flock, but the church is saying, no, don't take care of them. They need to be self-reliant. They need to take care of themselves. What do? That's why I've never made a bishop. I would have taken care of my flock. And they knew that I would do something like that as a rebel. But yeah, when the church finds excuses not to care for the flock, they throw out other idolatrous straw men as the cause of the blame, rather than them who refuse to take care of the flock. So it's not necessarily porn, that's just one example. But yeah, it's sickening. And with the coronavirus, as I'm testing out a new thing other than LDS temple porn, this will be an LDS temple porn, as you already know, but following the LDS prophet of Dr. Death. LDS prophet Dr. Death. Again, the church, like the governor of Utah, blame us when we get sick because of what they caused in refusing to follow the advice of medical professionals and shut us down immediately. They allowed it to escalate, slowing down the shutting down of things, and then reopen too early. And the consequences are that this coronavirus is going to last for an indefinite period of time because they have just given up. They're not even trying to slow it down, let alone stop it. And so this is going to go on indefinitely. And there's no guarantee of a vaccine. Don't put your hopes on it. We were told it's going to take a couple of years. That's the standardized testing procedures, is that it takes a couple of years. And then, only then, if they have a successful vaccine, can they finally stop it. But then they have to mass produce it and whatever. So all this talk about rushing to get it done before Trump gets elected, yeah, we know exactly what's going on. People want money. People are getting pressured by the administration to come out with anything. And then they'll lie and cover up the results. This is how it's been working. And then they'll blame Democrats, the deep state, under Trump's government. There's a deep state in Trump's government. Only when Trump took over and hired everybody. Yeah. People are dumb. So, but that's what evil people do. They blame other things, straw men, if they can. And that's what Republicans do. They blame straw men, deep state Democrats, liberals. Oh, the deep state liberals, they're destroying Trump. Yeah. That's what Nelson's done. He's blamed the government for not having the church open. And so the government replies, okay, we'll open. Oh, please, don't strike us down with the mighty wrath of Lucifer, the inverted pentagram. And then everybody gets sick and dies. And there's no sheep. And then the Lord of the sheep gets pissed and whips. The scriptures say the Lord whips those shepherds for their wickedness. And you do not mess with his sheep. Travis Wayne Goodsell. A supplement video to the other one that I'm doing. Exodus is here, guys. It just occurred to me today. It's just not Utah, not yet. What we're witnessing with the California fires are a whole mass of people who are without a home now, who had to flee. So that is an exodus with destruction. On the Gulf Coast with Hurricane Laura, again, escalated to a Category 4, mandatory evacuation. People are having to flee from the coming destruction. The whole Gulf Coast. And so people have lost their homes. And under Trump, there's no guarantee they're going to get funding. But like I said, this is all happening at once. We may not get an opportunity to rebuild where our homes once were if more destructions keep occurring with more exoduses. That's what concerns me. Because the poor, they can't leave. I hope they survive. The homeless especially. So, yeah. This is the Exodus, and it's not just one Exodus. It's different Exodus occurring in different locations around the United States at different times and in different manners. So Utah's is coming. The question is, how will it come? They're already slaughtering our children and trying to cover up that they're slaughtering our children, as I reported earlier today. So pay attention.
This is not the church of Joseph Smith.
Travis Mingus. Back from the run. I don't think I did a video earlier, or did I? I know I've been to my site. Oh, man. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think I did. I think I just watched Star Trek Lower Decks, the latest episode. Mormons want me dead. It's been made very clear Mormons don't want my kind in the church. Have I committed any crime? Nope. Haven't committed any crime. They just want me dead. Last night I did a video, did a couple of videos actually, and the second one was very specific in the title about the attempt to kidnap me. I haven't committed any crimes, remember? Because if I committed crimes, I'd already be gone. They don't tolerate crime by somebody they don't like. Instead, they're craftily manipulating the system to have me kidnapped and disappeared again from society, this time permanently. And again, what did I do? No crime. So why then are they trying to kidnap me by bypassing my rights in a court system? Yeah, exactly. It's because I'm a translator. Because I came out and said Joseph Smith is a translator. And they are pissed. Mormons hate their own founder. They hate his doctrine that he espoused. Mormons want to be Christian. They want to be accepted by the world. They don't want to be criticized. They don't want Egyptologists like Dr. Rittner to do a 10-hour interview with John Dehlin where he rips Joseph Smith to pieces, and they, as Mormons who have had the document in the Book of Abraham, who have had the papyri given back to them, and they are clueless as to how to defend themselves, other than to say, you're right, Joseph is not a translator, he's a revelator. Mormons are freaked out, paranoid, scared of being picked on. And as a result, they have grown up to be the bullies, to get people first. And so I come along, one of their own, sort of. I'm from California. I'm a liberal Mormon. The Constitution denies liberal or conservative. It's a constitution, equal for all. And if there are any mistakes in the Constitution, such as interpretations that deny rights to blacks and women, for example, then it is to be corrected with amendments, which has been done. And yet. And so, yeah, I've shown you the evidence. I've shown you that the church had me disappeared because I was a translator, and Joseph Smith was a translator, and they wanted me disappeared. I was denied my day in court, because if they give me a day in court, they won't win. They can't win. Mormons talk about, oh yeah, the Book of Mormon on trial, we win as Mormons, the Book of Mormon is true. Oh, I reviewed the video that Bishop Hammond said to me, asked me the question, why are you bothering coming to church? He wanted me to take down my YouTube video on LDS, let's see, Book of Mormon is official doctrine of, official LDS doctrine of the fall of Adam, something like that. It was a promotional video. Kathy Jones, in my ward, who is also an author, had suggested to advertise on YouTube books, do a promotional video and include some parts of the book to get people's interest. That's exactly what I did. Thanks, Kathy. Because members of the ward saw that video, notified Bishop Hammond. Bishop Hammond then saw it for himself and said, oh, why could you go against the brethren like that? This was before I did church history research. Before. And yet, you listen to the promotional video, the only thing that Mormons would be upset with me for is that the manuals made by regular church service missionaries, not by the apostles and prophets, by church service missionaries like I was. I know how it's done. I've been in that position. And yet Mormons are led to believe, oh no, the prophets, they've read it, researched it, they approved it. No. No. As they've been getting up in conference a couple years ago, I think actually before Nelson, I have to go back and find out, but the church leaders were trying a tactic of, oh, we don't know everything, but obey us anyway. We have to consult with BYU scholarship. Well, there's your first mistake, and red flag warning to all Mormons. You don't trust BYU scholarship. But yeah, they were trying to counter the many criticisms that the brethren were in bubbles and that they were clueless as to what's going on, and they, were weak, frail old men who weren't capable of doing the job. And yeah, so they come out with a campaign of, we're mortal too, our crimes are just mortal weakness. So yeah, it was a promotional video. And so yeah, LDS Sunday school lesson number 4. Because of my transgression, my eyes are opened. It's on the fall of Adam. Book of Mormon has it right. Hate me. Book of Mormon's right. Mormons want to be Christian. They want to be loved by Christians. They don't want to be persecuted by Christians. They don't want critics from Christianity complaining that Mormons are not Christian. And so they emphasize, oh, Jesus Christ in our name. It's in the center of our name. Jesus, see? Please don't pick on us. We want religious freedom. We have the First Amendment, but we want more to be protected. We're scared. That's what it is. Mormons get easily triggered because they're afraid. And they lash out with anger because they can do it in secret and in private where nobody knows who they are. Mormons are terrified because they don't know their own doctrine. they have Jesus Christ is to be. And I come out and say, hey, guess what? Joseph Smith said all of Christianity is an abomination in the sight of God. Jesus, even. And that the Mormons, Egyptians.